losing my hair, but like I run a comb through it, and I'm like, oh man, like I definitely wish that I never ever go bald, and I probably won't because none of my family is, but still.
Yeah, well, it's just that hair is really annoying. So you have to do things with it. Like, it's just obnoxious. Like, if I can get out of washing my hair anytime, I will.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather have the
girl problems.
Like I said, I can just throw on a hat and I'm good to go. So
yeah.
Let me turn my phone off. Are you drinking some White Claws or you drank them all last night?
Okay. Look how classy I am.
How what?
How classy I am. Are you growling at me?
All right, let's get this show kicked off. You ready?
I'm sure it's going to be so obnoxious, this show. It's going to be great.
It works. It works.
Me or the dog? Both.
This is Fantasy Intervention. Now here to intervene with your fantasy life, Chase Vernon.
Oh, and it's not just me. I'm not here by myself. Of course. I had to bring in my co-host over there. Stephanie, what's going on? How are you doing today?
How are you going? I'm laughing because I was looking at I wrote kind of crappy notes, but the title of it is Sit or Shit Without the Sit.
Without the sit.
That's essentially what we're at.
That's pretty much where we're at. I mean, we've got some interesting matchups. This is the wild card playoffs. So most of all, you're either in your playoff leagues at this point or you're doing DFS. Mm-hmm. But, sitting there and looking at it, like, this is just a few games that I want to enjoy. If you want to go and you want to see exactly what I think of which players to play, you guys can go join patreon.com/fantasyintervention. It's $2 a month. It's nothing. It's literally pennies on the dollar. So 50 cents a week, guys. Fantasy Intervention or patreon.com/fantasyintervention. You guys can go and see exactly who I want to start for this DFS slate. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're just going to talk about this playoffs. What?
There's an error right now. Look at my ad.
Oh, you got to change your ad.
Crazy. Guys, by the way, I bought Steffi Smalls with 2 L's and I'm very excited about it. I haven't told anyone yet except for join our circle, but I'm very excited.
Yeah, Steffi Smalls with just 2 L's. Just 2 L's this time.
Only 2. It's normal. Hey, Troy.
Oh, Troy, what's going on, buddy?
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just got startled by that.
No, you're good. You're fine. We're just going to talk some football and we're going to have some fun today. We're going to be laid back and you're going to be classy to an extent. We're just going to have some fun. Mm-hmm. Now, Troy, by the way, I apologize if you've seen the 5 or 6 posts that I've already put up regarding, actually speaking of with Rum Boys. I decided to take Troy's comment about not wearing pants ever again if something happens. And I decided to go across all different Twitter posts and post his not wearing pants comment across all of them. And Run Boys actually got one. So, Troy, you're never going to wear pants again if the Run Boys get the tattoo on them. So good luck with that, Troy. All right.
Best of luck.
What's going on, Third and Short, man? We going to meet up today? We can meet up.
Hey, dog.
We can meet up. Meet up at Scotty Quick's off Bird Neck. Let's go grab a beer. Come on, man. For real. All right, let's talk some football. We got some interesting games over here. The one that's about to happen is the Baltimore Ravens and Tennessee Titans. The over-under is 53.5. There's a lot of fantasy implications here. A lot of high-scoring potential, of course. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit outrageous. I mean, sitting there looking at it.
I'm very pumped. I think that this is going to be such a great day. I'm so excited.
All these games are good.
Game bored the crap out of me. I don't remember in my entire life where I've actually when the Seahawks were in the Super Bowl was the last time where I literally had to stop watching the game because I was so bored. I was bored by that game. So today will be exciting. These are good matchups.
No, great matchups. I mean, Lamar Jackson's been playing lights out over the past few weeks, so that's exciting to see. This terrible Tennessee Titans defense.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know we're disagreeing about this game though. So,
who do you have in this game?
I have the Titans.
Do you really? You have the Titans winning this one.
This is my trap game.
Oh my God, I'm in shock and awe right now.
I know. I don't know if it's because I literally can't stand the Ravens is partly part of it, I'm sure. But I don't know. It is going to be the fastest game. I agree with that. I'm not really convinced. I think that Baltimore started off the season a certain way, and I just think that we might get a little taste of that again.
So do you know the actual fastest game ever played in the NFL?
No.
It was Washington when Bill Callahan took over head coaching responsibilities and ran the ball like 40 times in that game, and they just got out of there. I want to say it was against the 49ers or something like that. But yeah, it was when Washington didn't have a quarterback and Jay Gruden got fired. So
and it's when they were still the Foreskins.
Yeah, when they were still the Foreskins. We'll go with that.
But also too, I feel like Tennessee, their defense sucks, but they're really just bad against these super good passing teams. And that's not Baltimore. So I don't know. So I'm taking this as my trap game. I do think that it's going to be, I think the Titans they have to prove themselves. I think this is a big proving themselves game. So, I mean, the Ravens will come back next year, say they lose this, and no one's going to really doubt that they're still going to be good. But I feel like the Titans, this is a big one for them.
No, it is a big one for him. It's a big one for both these guys because Lamar Jackson has this playoff narrative that he can't win, big time games. So Lamar Jackson has something to prove as well. Derrick Henry has something to prove, shows that he can, run up against these teams. And Derrick Henry did well up against them the last time. He had, I believe, 131 yards or 133 yards, if I remember correctly. 31 of them coming in overtime. So
right. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be hard. I mean, Tennessee did hold that. I mean, it was 120, right? 29. Is that what it was? Is that what you just said?
I think it was 133 yards, if I remember correctly.
Okay, right. That was Derrick Henry. But they held them they did well, I feel like, when they played them. So
yeah, it was a close game. Like I said, it went to overtime. It was a great game.
It's going to be a wild game. I'm very excited.
By the way,
Lamar Jackson doesn't have to poop his pants in the middle of the game.
Oh, God, don't bring that up. Oh, my God.
I meant to tweet it earlier, but now it's late, and I can't really tweet it. So you're hearing it first.
No, that works. We'll take it. And Rum Boys, thank you very much for calling me a 10. I appreciate you, man. Really All right, so let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Obviously, with the over-under being 53.5, do you think it's going to be over on that or under?
What is it? Sorry, I didn't even.
53.5 total points.
Honestly?
And the Ravens are favored by 3.5.
Maybe take the over on this.
I think I would too, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sitting there looking at a complete shootout. I think they're I probably would have taken the over all the way up to about 55, maybe even 56, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a smash game. I think that Devin Duvernay has a ton of potential. Miles Boykin scored touchdowns in 3 of the last 5 games. Although, I don't think he's had more than 1 reception in 10 weeks or something along those lines. So it's a little bit crazy.
Derrick Henry, I know, and everyone's going to be like, he already went. I think he's going to go off this game is my thing.
Really?
I think that this might be a game because he's already – he's having this phenomenal season. I think this is the game to absolutely just annihilate. I just think that he will do so well. Can I look at the comment? Because I see that you are laughing. So, okay. Yes. Right. Okay. Dave, make sure you actually tune out when I start talking about the Bears. But yes, I'm well aware that the Giants aren't playing. I'm also wearing a Plaxico jersey. So it's just a mindset. So you have to manifest things, and I'm manifesting for next year. So I'm going to only be wearing Plaxico's jersey for the rest of the offseason. Not actually, but Plaxico's my favorite player. So
I'll take Plex shot himself. He actually got a ticket right in front of me for driving in the trolley lane down here at the oceanfront. Right in front of me. Yeah, true story. Because he's from here. Yeah, he got a ticket, but I got pulled over right in front of me, right in front of all the most popular bars in Virginia Beach. And
I think we broke the curse of the Plax this year. So I think that ever since he shot himself, nothing's been the same. So I think we broke it this year, and it's great. Over under about Lamar shitting himself. Let's see. I'll take I don't know, probably at least 2.5. What do you think?
I can't with you guys. I can't. And now it's sitting there, and obviously looking at the over/under with the actual spread itself. We're talking about -3.5 for the Ravens, and I think that's kind of where it lies for me. I think the Ravens actually win by a field goal, so I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans on the spread itself. But I do think that the Ravens, eke out a win on this one.
We shall see.
All right, let's go.
I think that my worst call yesterday was the Seahawks game. So I was pissed off. I did really bad with that game. That was probably my worst call all season. But
I love the Rams in that one. Even with Wolford in there.
I also didn't think that Goff was playing. So whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
He's annoying.
Dude, Wolford got wrecked. He got wrecked on that hit, man.
Yeah, he did for sure get
poor
wrecked.
guy. He's such a little guy, man. Like, I feel so bad for him. He got wrecked.
When you look up the definition of wrecked in the dictionary, that's exactly what you see. That is getting wrecked.
All right, so let's go to the next game. This one's actually really kind of incredible, like, for me with the actual spread. We're talking about the Chicago Bears and New Orleans Saints. Like, Chicago Bears, or the New Orleans Saints, I should say, are favored by 11 points.
Okay, that's mean. Let's not bully people.
That's crazy. Like, they only lost by 3 points the last game they played. And the majority of the starters did play in those games outside of, I believe, Michael Thomas. But, like, sitting there and looking at it, like, come on. Like, you can't sit there and say that
I have a really
the Bears going to lose by 11.
I have a very bold prediction. I'm going to wait to address it. It'll be the last thing I say, but it's very, very bold.
Okay.
This game, so the thing is, like, Trubisky is playing much better since he came back from his injury. He's obviously playing to get paid, but he is still making shit decisions no matter what. That's the thing. He's still Trubisky. It doesn't matter. But God, I don't know. It's going to be the Saints. There's really no way. I mean, without Roquan Smith, they're kind of screwed, in my opinion.
That's the biggest difference is Roquan Smith isn't in there. And, I talked about on the DFS show with Eric. Yeah. First off, this game is turning into what could be a shootout. Like, sitting there and looking at the lineups and the different angles we took, we were like, dude, how does this game not become a higher scoring game? So looking at the over-under at 48.5, I'm smashing the over on this. I don't care about pace of play. I don't care about any of that. Like, I am smashing the over on this. Because if they're favored by 11 points, you're talking about what? Bears only projected to score, 16 or so? I'm just doing this off the top of my head. But
remember what Kamara is capable of. So without a Roquan Smith, this game is going to be a very high-scoring game.
Yeah, I mean, with Roquan Smith in, right, he actually held Alvin Kamara while in coverage. While in coverage, he held Alvin Kamara to 3 receptions on 5 targets, and Alvin Kamara only got 1 yard. When anybody else covered Alvin Kamara when they played earlier this season, he ended up having something like 7 receptions or 8 receptions for 90 or over 100 yards. It was right around 100 yards. It was absolutely brutal. In other words,
right.
He was just tearing up everybody else. And I believe he might've gotten a touchdown too, but Roquan Smith shut him down. Now, Roquan Smith isn't great in run coverage or run support. However, in pass coverage, dude, the guy is amazing. And without him being in, Alvin Kamara is going to light them up.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. I mean, I'm a huge Roquan Smith stan. I think he's so awesome. So I think this is going to not be pretty, but you have to, it's just, there's really nothing nice to say, but you want to hear my bold prediction?
Are we done yet? Are we done?
No, I just want to tell you, I'm so excited.
Okay, I know. You couldn't wait to I was going to say.
You ready? My bold prediction is Foles goes in this game.
No.
At the end of the game, at some point, Foles is going in this game. I'm probably
Foles cannot go in.
Because
if Foles goes in, all of my DFS lineups are destroyed because I have Allen Robinson, I have Darnell Mooney a little bit. And Anthony Miller is actually my bold prediction for this game because guess what? PJ Williams is the worst cornerback that is in the playoffs currently. By far, he's not even close. He's the worst cornerback, and he's in the slot, and that's where everybody attacks the Saints is in the slot. Anthony Miller plays the slot, and Anthony Miller led the team in receptions last time they played. So sitting there and looking at it, I think that Anthony Miller is a smash play for DFS, and I think that he's actually probably going to have a touchdown and close to 100 yards receiving. I am smashing Anthony Miller into a bunch of my lineups. But, I mean, we saw Allen Robinson get 2 touchdowns on Marshawn Lattimore. Jarvis Jenkins we'll shut down Darnell Mooney to an extent, but Mooney still had a decent game the last time they played. Oh, Mooney's out? Oh, I didn't see that. Missed that. Oops. Forget that I said that.
Out. So it's, yes, I can say it again. It's bad news Bears. We're like milking that. How many times am I going to say it? I don't know, but.
I missed the Darnell Mooney news. That's kind of crazy.
No, you didn't. Didn't you just respond yes?
Mm-hmm.
No, but yeah, he's out. That's what I saw. I mean, as of now, unless they're going to pull some crap and like put him in, but.
Well, see, that's why I bring you on for the injury report during the week or during the regular season, because I always miss these injuries. And I'm like, I got to get this injury report in or else I'm going to end up missing out.
Like, everyone's a pain in the ass. And Darnell Mooney is one that I kind of knew that he was going to end up being out because during the injury report this week, I had no update on him. And that's when I get sketched out. I'm like, they haven't come out and said that his imaging was good or anything. Then it's looking like there's no shot.
Wait, I didn't respond yes. Did you respond yes? That wasn't me. Did you type in the comments?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you're under my name.
Why did it go twice? That's so funny.
Yep. Because so YouTube and it goes to Periscope. All right, so sitting there and looking at it, who are you taking in this game when it comes to the spread? 11 points.
I don't know. Definitely the Saints, right?
Oh, I'm taking for 11 points.
Oh no, you're right. Okay, fine. Sorry.
That's like a 2 touchdown. That's 2 touchdowns.
So everyone just bear with me. Yeah.
No, you're good.
You're right.
No, but I'm sitting there. I didn't realize the Mooney is out, so maybe I'm going to play Miller in a few less. Well, I guess no. He's still a lock for me. I'm still going with Anthony Miller.
Now I'm like stressed out that I'm like saying fake news, and
no, everybody's saying it. I had 3 different people that commented on it. Everybody knew except for me.
Anything? Okay, go.
All right, so sitting there and looking at it, I'm going to take the over on this game, and I'm going to take the Chicago Bears on the spread, and that's going to be locks for both of those. Yeah, I don't see how it's not going to be a higher scoring game, and I don't see how the Bears are going to lose by 11 points. I just don't see it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm taking both. Let's go ahead and hop onto the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers game and how disappointing this game is going to be. Yeah. I am just bummed out about the whole Browns organization being out, Stefanski being out. Like
I'm totally bummed for Stefanski. Everyone else you don't care about.
Joe Patino. Like that kind of sucks.
Oh, that stinks. Oh my gosh, my laptop's gonna die. Patino, it stinks for. You're right. That's the other thing that sucks. I'm gonna grab my charger.
I'll just keep talking. You're good.
Okay, great.
I'm okay at that. So sitting there and looking at it, like I'm really disappointed for Joel Patino. It sucks. He's been sitting there and. Are you still talking?
Yeah, it's so sad.
Oh my God, it is. He made the Pro Bowl multiple times with the Browns. I believe he's been with them for 7 years. Now he's out, and yeah, it's definitely a bummer.
At the freaking postseason.
I know, and now he's not going to make it. But they'll make it again next year. That team's only going to get better. Says me.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Callahan, they got Stefanski. That was the coaching duo that I wanted over there in Washington, and instead, they ended up going a different one.
I want O'Shea to come to New York, so.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that.
But it's definitely not happening. We're screwed. The Browns are also really bad in Pitt.
I don't really understand this comment. Say it again.
The dog appearing on the screen as you take the. My dog is not a bear; it's a dog.
Okay. Anyways, we are trying to figure this out over here, and I am so lost. All right. No, but sitting there, back to the Cleveland Browns, Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a little bit of a bummer. The over/under for this game is 47.5. I'm going to go with the under. I just don't see how the Browns are going to score on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Joe Patino is the number one guard at run blocking. So sitting there without having that ability, I think that Nick Chubb is a fade slightly. Although keep in mind the Pittsburgh Steelers, since losing Bud Dupree, have been significantly worse up against the run game. I still don't think it's going to be there for him. We talked about how Wyatt Teller in the past, whenever Wyatt Teller misses games, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt both suffer tremendously when it comes to the run ability.
Crazy you said that because it's literally in all caps on my notes. It's like Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt can both make plays and they're the real deal. But in that case, it's kind of bad. So,
yeah. I mean, we just see it because, the Browns scheme very similar to the Vikings when Stefanski was there. I relies so much on the offensive line being healthy and making sure that you have those premium run blockers. That's just how the Cleveland Browns operate. So sitting there and looking at it without the guards being healthy over there, it's something that I'm going to be fading majorly. And sitting there and looking at it, like Kareem Hunt for me is probably the only player that I really want to own in DFS. I mean, sure, maybe you can get away with Austin Hooper, maybe, but I don't love that.
I hate that.
I hate that. Thanks, Steph.
I think that this is going to be, so I'm worried about, well, I'm not actually worried about him because I think he's annoying, but Baker Mayfield, I think this is going to be a game that he has a possibility to really go back to his old ways too, with the situation that they're in. So if he can hold it together, then I will hop off of it. I was going to say, I can't say hop off of his, you know what? Why would you?
I'm glad you caught yourself because I wouldn't have been able to catch myself.
I'm getting better with my mouth. God damn. Oh, God. I hope my mom isn't watching. Okay. I'm gonna get off of Baker Mayfield's case if he can hold it together this game. If he doesn't hold it together, then I'm not bought in.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Make sure that you guys are you turning a little red?
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm blushing. You can't really tell because my complexion's a little olive, but I am blushing. Okay.
Oh man, I can tell. All right. Make sure you guys hit subscribe on youtube.com/fantasy intervention for more of Steph's mouth talk.
No more mouth talk, but follow us on Twitter at @joinourcircle_.
Yeah, and on Twitter at @joinourcircle_.
Yeah.
Good job. Oh man, that was fun. That was fun. Oh God, can somebody please make sure you guys clip that out for me?
No, we're definitely not clipping that. We should almost clip it out.
There it is. There it is.
That's gonna stop me from getting residencies, like right there. Like I'm gonna walk into residency like meetings, and they're gonna go, "Is this you?" and hit play.
Oh man, so back on the Cleveland Browns. Oh man, that was good. I don't like any of the wide receivers in this game. The wide receivers are going to be tough, and honestly, I just feel like it's just going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a grinded-out type game. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns overall on defense haven't been great, but I don't think the Steelers are going to need to score. And looking at it, like, I mean,
that's my favorite thing to watch is the Steelers not be able to run the ball. Like it makes me laugh. It's actually
God, they can't run the ball at all.
Like it's really scary.
But I
mean, are they the worst at running the ball ever of all time? Like, what the hell do they do?
It's so weird because the Steelers have never been that way.
It's actually mimosa. It's just, it looks very clear because there's only one drop of orange juice.
Makes sense.
It's a Steph mimosa, which is not champagne. Drop of orange juice.
Oh, man, I love it. All right, so sitting there looking at it, like on the Steelers side of things, like who do you feel comfortable playing in fantasy, for this matchup? Because for me, the way that they do run the ball is by dumping it off to Juju Smith-Schuster, who still has not had a game of over 100 yards, but I feel like he could break it this week. He still does not have a game. 97 receptions.
Say it again.
97 receptions and still does not have a game this entire season of over 100 yards receiving. That's insane.
Oh no, baby, what you doing? So I kind of hate Juju only because he made his comments, and every time he does that, it's bad news for Mr. Juju.
What comments did he do this time?
He said the Browns are just the Browns, basically.
Oh God.
So now they're gonna have the Browns will lose this game, but they're gonna make sure they dominate Juju in the process now. Like I think that it's just very bad news. I could see the Browns. They could still possibly Stefanski not being there though. Oh God, it's gonna be a mess.
Is Denzel Ward playing? He should be playing, right? He's in, right?
Yeah, I didn't see anything about him, but
I know that he missed, I believe, the previous game, but I'm pretty sure that he's playing this week. I'm going to look it up as I continue to talk and bullshit slowly through this process. But no, I mean,
sorry, this is a random
go ahead.
How bad should have taken an Adderall. Myles Garrett, I could see him getting a strip sack this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my other bold prediction. So those are my two bold predictions. Foles and
Denzel Ward is out.
He is, huh?
That makes things interesting because now we have Terrence Mitchell.
The plot
who is listed as questionable for personal reasons. He is expected to play, though. I'm sitting there and looking at it. I think he's going to be matching up with Deontay Johnson as much as he can. That makes it really interesting for Chase Claypool as a dart throw for DFS. Kind of like that one. Just get a deep play like towards
too. But Claypool's a good move. I don't like Juju because when he runs his mouth, it's just trouble for him. I can't believe I actually can't believe. I don't know why I'm acting like I would expect anything less from him.
Juju's a good kid, man. He rides his bike to work every day. He's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Says his mom.
What? No. Says everybody. Everybody loves Juju.
Who?
What? Come on.
Juju.
If there was one person that I could actually have to a party at my house, no, there's a few others that would have. But Juju would be on the list. He would be on the guest list to get into my house.
He would be on the do not let him in ever list.
What? Why do you hate Juju so much?
Because I think he's just a punk. I don't like punks. He's on my punk list with OBJ, Antonio Brown.
You don't like his dance moves because you're jealous.
No, his dancing's not even that good is the thing either.
It is so good. What are you talking about?
What do you mean it's so good?
He's going to dance his way in the end zone twice in this game. That's what I'm predicting.
Let's see if that happens.
All right. So are you taking the over-under at 47.5?
I am taking the under.
Okay. Me too. Now for the point spread, God, I can't believe this isn't 11 points. This should have been an 11-point spread versus the Bears.
I think that the Browns will still fight. I just think that they don't know how to fight and win.
Okay. I don't it's tough. After you get past the initial scripting of the first 15 to 20 plays of the game, it's tough to be able to improvise. And Baker Mayfield hasn't shown that he's able to do that on a regular basis. And up against probably one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers, I just don't know how they're going to move the ball this game. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm just never impressed. The Steelers could easily. I think the Steelers are fraudulent. So I've always thought that since the beginning, and I think that I don't know. I hate taking it because I'm saying that the trap game is the Ravens game, and it kind of feels like now this one is. So it's
you're making a bigger case for this because
I'm nervous. Crap.
Oh, what's going on, Danielle? It's been a minute. We haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? Where you been? We're just having fun on this show. Yeah. Just talking, hanging out, bullshitting.
Shooting the shit or whatever.
Shooting the shit. Anyways, what's up? Gronk and Juju. The two people at the party that you would want to have to your house.
Okay, well, also Gronk is a U of A alum, so obviously him and Foles would be VIP at my party.
Oh, God.
I never got to meet Gronk. It's very upsetting. He wasn't there, but I met Foles. Very nice.
Nick Foles, he seems like the most boring person in the entire world.
Nick Foles is playing in the game today.
He's not. He's not going to play in the game today because Mitch Trubisky's going to roll out there and he's going to beat the New Orleans Saints.
You know what he's going to do is he's going to act like Trubisky and lose the game.
Dude, do you hear about Drew Brees?
No.
This could be like the whole Ray Lewis corollary, where Ray Lewis went in, he didn't tell anybody until he actually went to go into the playoffs, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm actually going to retire, guys," and that was his warm-up speech for everybody in the locker room.
I'll tap out for sure.
Huh? So Drew Brees came out, or I'm sorry, not Drew Brees. I believe it was Mortensen. One of the reporters came out and said that Drew Brees is likely to have his last game or last season. This is it.
Yeah.
They said that he's
Barber too. Go.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Interesting. I don't think he has to be done though. I mean, Taysom Hill, is he ready to just take it over?
Oh man, that's gonna be tough. So that means that they can move on from Jameis Winston and have Taysom Hill there.
No, why will no one give him a chance? He got LASIK for you guys.
He did, and I love Jameis Winston. I love Jameis Winston. I'm a huge Winston fan. I have him in all my dynasty leagues.
It's so fun in Washington. That's a fun place for him.
I wanted him to go to the Broncos and take over, have a competition with Drew Lock. Yeah, with that receiving core, come on. KJ Hamler, you got Jerry Jeudy.
Whatever.
You had Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant.
I'm not impressed by one thing that Jerry Jeudy has done.
Yeah, he drops a lot of balls, so you should be impressed with his ability to drop balls.
I could never name a play that I'm like, oh yeah, Jerry Jeudy is the man. I don't care.
What about the catch over the head? His first touchdown?
I don't care. I don't like Jerry Jeudy. I don't think he's good. He's good. Sorry. Fine.
He's great at getting open. He just can't catch the ball. He can't squeeze the football. If you can't squeeze the football, you're not going to make it.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, pretty much. He's been watching too much Evan Ingram, Eric Ebron.
Did you see
Deontay Johnson.
how many points Evan Ingram costed the Giants this season? Can you guess if you haven't?
I haven't seen that. So are we just talking like touchdowns or like field goal range or what?
No, just points in general.
That's very generalized.
Touchdowns.
We'll say 42 points.
Okay, so if it was going by my count of his drops, it would be that high. But he lost them 35 points this season, and Slayton lost 11 for them.
Wow, how'd you find that stat?
I'm a genius. The fuck? I'm kidding. I read an article.
Oh wait, you read?
But it would be way higher. Ingram dropped like whatever the count was. I had at least 10 more on him.
Dave, I don't know if Trubisky is going to be the quarterback moving forward, even if he does win the Super Bowl. And he didn't say this, he said that he needed a deep playoff run. He didn't necessarily say the Super Bowl.
Trubisky? He said that?
No, Rappaport did.
Oh, I was like, what? He said okay. I like if Watson, which he probably won't leave, but if he were to leave,
the Bears are the sexiest.
The Bears is sexy. That's
it is.
Hot.
I like the Dolphins news coming out earlier.
What
I think that's hot.
I didn't see it.
So supposedly,
crash the Dolphins.
Supposedly, the Watson on his wish list of teams for the trade because he's going to be playing hardball this year. Like, I know I was joking about saying like, "Hey, Watson probably won't get traded," but they're like, he's kind of dead set serious about not playing for the Texans.
So I really felt that way too. If you guys haven't checked out my article, you should on fantasyintervention.com. Okay, go.
Fantasyintervention.com for sure. Go check out her article. It's actually really sick, and she makes some great points at some landing spots. Got great feedback and great reviews, so go check that out. Fantasyintervention.com.
Dolphins.
So he wants to go to the Dolphins because he loves their defense. He loves their wide receiver options, and he knows that they're going to add wide receivers in the offseason, in the draft and whatnot. So, and they also have salary cap space, and Will Fuller is a free agent. So imagine Watson getting traded over to the Dolphins. Meanwhile, Will Fuller, and that just hit me right now, but wouldn't that be sick?
But you know how I feel. I think Fuller is staying as where he is, but that would be badass.
Wouldn't it? I don't know if Fuller wants to return to the Dolphins. Even like if Deshaun Watson gets traded, I don't know if Fuller will, no matter what the Texans offer him, which they can't offer him a lot because they're strapped in salary cap right now. They can't. They're paying too much.
I don't know what you think they're doing. It's like, and they also don't have a pick in the first or second round. What do you got? Where are you guys going if you get rid of? And if Watson demands it, though, I mean, his no trade part in his contract, it has nothing to do with him not being. If he requests a trade, that's not part of that like clause or whatever. It's just that if they try to trade him and he doesn't think that that's a positive, like it would give him a
like maybe the Patriots or something like that.
Right. You can say no if they're the ones that are initiating it. It has nothing to do with him asking for a trade, which is hilarious.
Hey, Danielle, I'm with you. I actually have the Ravens. She has the Titans. I have the Ravens. She has the Titans. So
yeah. And bring Watt's ass to New York. I will personally pay him. I don't have a lot of money, but I did just get my stimulus check.
Dude, imagine if they started a campaign for the Giants. You could start this campaign, right?
I am going.
Every New York Giant fan, put your stimulus check towards paying JJ.
Literally, I'm going to tweet it right now. That's what we need to do. Everyone needs to work together, and we need to pay the defense and bring Watt over. Period.
Oh man, that's funny. No, so sitting there looking at it, like Deshaun Watson could actually end up with the Dolphins, and the Dolphins would actually trade Tua.
Oh my God, Troy's crying.
No, Troy's stoked. Troy would love that. That's where the pants off comment came from, where I started posting it everywhere.
Because I don't like Tua. I think
no, he likes Tua, but he'd rather have Watson.
Well, duh.
So, in other words, like with all the picks that the Dolphins have, if they traded Tua and like their first number 3 overall or something like that back to the Texans, who initially had the pick.
Wow, things are gonna get so spicy this offseason. I'm so excited.
But then I hate Tua. I hate Tua at that point. You can't be a fan of Tua. And
I never liked him. I'm not a fan of Tua. I think he's not going to have a long career.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. This could be the Drew Brees corollary.
And you can't find your route. He can't. He doesn't read the field well. He's
debatable.
That's okay. You can debate me.
Oh, I will. Because that's the play calling. No, sitting there looking at it, he actually does make the right throws, and he makes the throws that the coaching staff asks him to make, and that's the biggest, aspect of it is like he's doing what the coaching staff is asking him to do, And although he hasn't been great, he hasn't been terrible either. So it's something as to where if he goes to the Texans zone, they don't have an offensive line, he's screwed.
I'm going to give another bold take because I'm feeling a little scandalous this morning.
Scandalous?
Is better than Tua.
Oh, God, stop. Just stop. Now you're just talking. Now you're just talking.
Have a better career than Tua.
You get better with your mouth.
God damn it.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
What? Oh, my God. That would be crazy. I didn't see that. What the hell?
Yeah, so that's where Deshaun Watson wants to go, and it would make sense for the Texans to get their first-round pick back. Or maybe even – it might even cost them like a first and a second plus.
The 49ers would be hot. They'll save a lot of money getting rid of that contract with Jimmy G. Then Billy B can get Jimmy G, and they can reunite in their love fest.
Well, I think Jimmy G is already gone. I'm pretty sure that there was a report that came out that Shanahan's in the market for a quarterback this year, and he's not interested in Jimmy G. I saw it somewhere this probably like a week ago, but he's done. Jimmy G is done in San Francisco, in my opinion. He can't stay healthy, man.
I even said it in there. I don't think there's any reason for them to stay with him.
No, and he can't stay healthy. Like, if you're dependent on a quarterback that can't stay healthy, you might as well just dump him.
If you read my article, I talked about it.
I think that's maybe where I got that from. Who knows?
Oh my God, that's really cool. You're referencing my article. Things are getting serious.
Oh, man. Stop it. Cheers.
Oh,
God. Funny. Jinx. That was weird.
You want me a claw? Boom.
Damn it. Boom. Roasted. I love that flick. All right. So sitting there looking at it, guys, make sure you guys go check out fantasyintervention.com. Go check out Steffi's article. It's excellent. We also have a bunch of other articles coming out. We just brought on 4 new writers, or maybe 5. No, 4 new writers.
Yeah.
So they're putting out fire content left and right. I'm actually going to get off this, and while I'm watching the game, I'm going to go edit an article. So we're going to hopefully have it up
right now, just so you know.
Oh, God.
Do I know what it's about? I'll tell you.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's about not taking Zeke in the first round because I think it's stupid.
Guys, be cautious with anything she puts out about the NFC East that is, well, if it involves the Giants or not, because it could be hot, it could be, spicy, cold. It could be.
Sometimes I'm frigid, like cold tea.
Like cold tea, out of all things that you could pick that are frigid.
Come on.
Huh?
I'm not saying it enough. Cold tea is Taylor.
Oh, that's right.
I gotta abuse it like I did Dr. Juice. Juice caught on way faster. I'm not doing it enough.
You're not, and you're not doing live shows, which is a big part too.
Yeah, true.
Our next show, guys, is going to be tomorrow night. We're changing it from 8 o'clock to 7 o'clock. We're going to be doing our award show for our staff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to make sure we recognize some of the people that are part of this company that have kind of influenced this company in a major way with Fantasy Intervention. We are making big strides, big turns. I'm very excited about it. I know Steph is too.
Really big turns.
Yeah, like
emphasis on the turns.
U-turns. But the big
K-turns, all sorts of sorts. Just go. Just do the outro and let's get it going.
The biggest thing is we have a huge announcement to make tomorrow night. And it's going to be the end of the show tomorrow night. Very excited to make this announcement. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I keep on pushing it back just because it hasn't been the right time. So hopefully tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we on this show tomorrow.
Thing you've ever seen, it's going to be that big. That's what she said. Gotta go. Watch the game. See you later.
Make sure y'all tune into our show tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Go to youtube.com/fantasyintervention. Once again, that's youtube.com/fantasyintervention. Make sure y'all hit subscribe so y'all will not miss any of our content, along with the quick shots that are coming out. We should have about 6 coming out this upcoming week, which I'm very, very excited about. Huge shout out to Danielle in the chat. Big things happening. Steffi, you're hilarious. Awards. Hell yeah, I'm there. We look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Good luck in your fantasy playoffs and DFS. And thank you guys for letting us intervene with your fantasy football life.
Go Nick Foles!